It does have roof tiles. And his new house, that house is my dream home. I do think they need to cast my girl Mabusi Gucci Mane. One thing about Mabusi, she will wear Gucci, mama. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mbali. And if you're new, you can call me Brazilians because we want the millions. And on this channel, this is a DIY and architecture channel, design, lifestyle, every single little thing under the sun. I'm just joking. We're doing a little bit of vlogs here and there for lifestyle content, but then to be honest, we're just finding our feet around this content creation, employment type of shandies. We don't know what's going on. We just go with the flow, child. The thing about this video is that it's a little bit tricky for me. I once recorded this video and it was so good, but then I did not have enough facts to back it up, so I did not go through with it. But today I am doing it either way. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Durban. Ladies, you did what you were supposed to do. But you know, I was a little bit nosy. The thing is, my eye was wandering around the background as opposed to the main characters and what's happening. So I have been looking at their homes. Unfortunately, due to copyright and it's really not my hard work, so you literally need to go watch it to know what I'm talking about. Normally focus on the first episodes because that's where they actually really show the homes or showcase their spaces. And I am just basically going to give a breakdown of what I thought about their homes and their lavish lifestyles. I can't believe we live in the same country. Hey guys, South Africa is so I do highly recommend that you go watch Real Housewives of Durban on Showmax or DSTV if you do have. And yeah, you probably get a picture of what I'm talking about. But then if you already did and your eye was not wandering like my eye was, you better pay attention. My least favorite homes, I didn't like Londi's house, guys. It's like our father. Please free us from the shackles of Tuscany architecture. I feel it is my job, my responsibility as an architect. And if you're watching this, I know you feel the pain. If there's one thing we do not like is tiled roofs. Tuscany style must fall. Be versatile, guys. I'm really tired of just going places and just seeing these red clay or terracotta roof tiles. But I do blame being colonized, because without it we probably would have had our own style, so that's tricky. Yeah, the main reason why I didn't necessarily like Londi's house, I feel like the interior, it's Tuscany to the core. So if you've seen a tiled roof house around your neighborhood, it's probably Tuscany, baby. Even the color, to the core. And the interiors as well is just dark wood and very masculine. And I saw that on some of the frames where they were in the living room, there's this dark brown bar. I'm like, oh, Jess, it's not giving. I'm sorry, if it's none of my business, then sorry is the best thing I can say. But then the house is just not giving. Londi is the stylist of them all. She kills them 10-0. Londi is busy laughing at the queen that is lungsaga mama. Kodwa nawe Londi umama naish. Hey, abu mama nama speech. Wow, So moving along to the next house that I did not necessarily dig, guys. I know you're gonna crucify me, and it's perfectly fine because it's my opinion and it really doesn't matter. Hey, it matters to me, but then it's not something I would stand for. But I don't like Sharice's house. I don't. I feel like it's a lot of mixed meshes of character. There isn't a specific style assigned to it. So I did watch sort of an interview or a tour of their home on Top Billing, and I just feel yes, it's great, it's big, the layout is perfect. It feels like I'm on a resort or I'm on a holiday. So on the interview with Top Billing, she did say that it's mostly collaborative between her and her husband, that just tour the world, and if I like this piece, hey, let's get it for our home. Not necessarily being a tyrant and thinking like, it's not going to fit with the color theme, nah. And I'm basically describing myself, because if I have a house, then I'll probably be like that. It's like, no, it does not match the theme. No, I don't want it. Where Sorisha is so welcoming. Sorisha is like the most perfect human being I have seen on this planet Earth. She knows herself, she's kind, she's graceful. Whew, what a woman. Because there are a lot of materials. Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't necessarily assign a specific style to it. On to the next house, on to the next house, on to the next house, on to the next house. So the next house that I have just found charming was Nonku's house. It's also falling towards the sides of a Tuscany style. The main reason, like, I'm literally saying or rating these homes from just viewing them in the background. I don't necessarily have tangible pictures or content to actually show you, so I'm showing you examples. But I really liked Nonku's house. I feel like it's cute. I would definitely live there. I like the styling of the home. It's very stylish. I think Nonku's, like, to me, she appears as someone who's very stylish. You can see some of the features in her room. She has vaulted ceilings. She has double volumes where you can see all the way to the ground floor. And just one of the features, like the main features, is like the incorporation of different materials. Guys, y'all probably think I'm crazy for just overlooking at everything. It's like, she has a mixture in her kitchen. She has two-tone cabinets, which means they're not necessarily all the same color. You have a few metal pieces here and there. You have wood, you have brick. Yes, it's very industrial inside, but then it's modern, and I think it was styled perfectly, except it does feel like it's a cookie cutter. So basically, cookie cutter is a townhouse, so basically you and your neighbor have the same home. But I'm literally speaking from a perspective of just viewing the backgrounds of a show. Imagine the audacity for me. Up next we have Miss Jojo Robinson's house. That is a designer piece. That home deserves to be on Architectural Digest. It deserves to be on a magazine somewhere. Jojo is the most spoiled of them all. I'm not going into characters or tea or anything at the current moment, but I really like Jojo's house. I like the color palette, sort of like gray, black, white, clean lines. I was very disappointed to find out that it's actually a Tuscany layout and it's a roof tile. The way it looks in the, like, inside, like the interior with the sculptures and the metal pieces, and it's like you can literally tell that this is a museum, but this is a house. You can see that it was well put together. Also the layouts of the garden and that sculpture that's just over towering over the pool. Wow. Yeah, I can't fault Miss Jojo's home apart from the roof tiles. I'm sorry. It's like, it's an architecture thing, guys. It's like, stop it. On to the next house, on to the next house. We are going to be talking about the house that I thought belonged to Lassie, and I found out in the second reunion that it was actually not, and that is the main reason why I was being a little bit skeptical about posting my last video. I love that house. That house is a bachelorette's dream. So the home that Lassie was renting is something that I would describe as a modern contemporary home, because of it's just versatile in so many ways, but it's also minimalistic. It's like, it's not really surrounded by solid walls. It has large windows that span from the ground floor to the first floor, and it has a flat roof. That's how I am depicting the whole house. There's no way that house has a roof tile. I would faint and never wake up if it was. The layouts is just crazy, because on the other episodes where Mabusi came upstairs, actually the kitchen is upstairs. So basically downstairs would be more of like an entertainment area. The kitchen and the other rooms I would perceive to be upstairs, since the kitchen is upstairs. So we have a little like cozy sitting area where she had sort of like a heart-to-heart with Nonku, and it's overlooking the pool. I am just judging by what I've been seeing in the background, guys. I know I'm crazy for this, but you can see in the reflections of the window that that pool has a view. So that house is to die for. Let's see, you should buy that house. I saw a balustrade that was actually made from a flower. It's a flower bed, but it's a balustrade also at the same time. So that type of thinking, shout out to the architects. And his new house, that house is my dream home. You can definitely see that there was some sort of cooperation between the client and the architect, because you can see that home is well tailored to Annie and her family. Guys, I love Annie's house. I love the aesthetic. Like the house that Lassie was staying in, it's a modern contemporary home. It does have roof tiles. Annie is kind of like a pink aesthetics queen, so I was kind of shocked to actually see sort of like the industrial interior with the concrete floors, there's wooden pieces, there's bricks, there's copper, the kitchen. That house standing ovation. So yeah, speaking overall about just the ladies and what I thought about the show, I feel like there has to be a villain in every season, and Annie was like, I volunteer for tribute. I will take the role, Annie DeVille. How she showed up in the sexy, scary Halloween party. So you just play a Halloween party. She chose the right character because Annie was going insane, guys. I had mixed feelings about Annie. During the season, I was just like, there's no way you can be so mean. Especially the part where she actually told Lassie about a secret that Jojo told her in confidence. It's like, I will Annie. If you want to take on Annie, you must be ready. Whatever little fight it is, you must be ready. You must know your stuff. You must know your ish. Because she will show you a show. But personally, I think that she had it bad for Lassie. Especially when Lassie said, if you can't hand me the same grace of understanding the situation I'm in. Guys, I understand Lassie to a certain point. It's like, you're on a reality show, so you have to give us more than you're actually giving. But then, to her defense, she was not married to just a regular Joe, guys. If Lassie does anything, she is going to be blowing off tabloids. As much as it was sort of boastful in some episodes, but also it's like she had to be very cautious about how she shares like her personal information. So that is my defense with her. It's like, being married to the former president, it's like, whatever I say, whatever I show, it will be broadcasted and it will just be blown out of proportion. So maybe it's like a way of coping with just being safe. Maybe she had her few episodes, but then that's the thing, is like, you're not even opening up about that. So that was like a problem for most of the ladies, and which is valid enough, warranted. But at the end of the day, if you are going to be bringing someone else new, you must be, able to back it up. I am judging her for being a mean girl to Umam K, and it really showed a second side to her. I felt like she was being disingenuous and she was not necessarily being the realist. And I was shocked when she said Mam K Nyakwanza. I'm like, Aibo, why are you lying, girl? Why are you lying on a public platform? Why are you lying on a public platform, Jagabao? Because there is no way you can say all of those things behind her back and then the next day say you like her. No, you don't. That is the energy that I was being tired from Lassie. Like, that was just tiring for me, just to see someone who stands for other people, especially when Nonku was speaking about Ayanda. She stood for Ayanda. She's like, you can't speak about another person. And then when are you downright basically do the same thing? It's kind of shady, baby. It's shady, I don't want to lie. Going to Miss Nonku Williams. Oh, guys. Nonku had the whole show on her back. Nonku as a target. So every story has a target, has a villain. Every season has a target, has a villain. Season 2, the target was Nonku, but then she's also playing a villain to a certain point. And he gave us a show of our lives. Personally, guys, it's like, I really can't believe Annie can be so shady, but then it's like, I'm really starting to love her. Like, Kazi, I don't wanna lie, she gave us a show. You're high. So Nonku obviously was like a mess in terms of the whole drinking problem, but then guys, now I didn't actually see it as it being like that drastic. Or maybe the rich wives only get tipsy, they don't get drunk. But if there's one thing I know about me, if I'm surrounded by people who I trust, I just let loose, guys. Like, it's like, if there's alcohol there, then how can you not get drunk then? Make it make sense. Like, hlanganisa one. And for Ulondi to call Unonku out and say that, hey, you drink too much. Hey, Bo, you only met me twice and you even tell me this. Yeah, guys, I would have thrown hands, to be honest. One thing that these ladies have is courage. It's being the guys, the liver, to just be upfront when it comes to just facing your business. Trust Annie, trust Londi, to be straightforward. And I would prefer people like that than rather to have Ulesi, who actually does not speak nice things of you behind your back, and then in front of Pamkwabantu you're gonna say that, no, I actually like you, Njani. But Annie does sometimes. Annie can be pretentious sometimes. Guys, Annie, what a character. Londi is for everyone, but most importantly, she's for herself. Londi got her back all day. She got her own damn back. If I would assign a star sign to Londi, I'd say she's a Capricorn. She loves everyone, but then listen, I gotta have my back first. So we saw that in terms of like the game drive, she's such a fancy, poised lady. It's Londi, baby. It's like, yo. When she was like, no, y'all are gonna drive. I was like, as a host, mama. It's like every man for himself. Love y'all, but I love me more. And Jojo is the most spoiled wife I've ever seen. Jojo is so spoiled. I feel like Jojo would be a Pisces if I had signed to her, because she's very emotional. And that is not a weakness. It can be a strength, but then Jojo showed it as a weakness in season 2. I'm sorry, Jojo girl, you gotta take your L. And the mere fact that, like, I feel like her apologies are genuine as well. She kind of mixed with the wrong group. It was like Jojo, Annie, Sarisha, and someone said that it's a division of the Rich Wives and the Hustlers, you know. And a few offenses were taken in Reunion Part 2. As much as Ulondi or anyone else took offense to Ulasi saying that Umabusi works harder than all of them. Guys, it's true. At the end of the day, she does not necessarily have the type of support like Ulasi said. She does not necessarily have the type of financial support to fall back. Yes, you all have your businesses, but then do you really think that it will sustain your lifestyle kanjalo if you were to be like, I am going to live solely on my business and it's just me, no support from anyone else, you understand? So I think that it was the main points that Ulasi was saying, but then all guns were blazing for Ulasi. Shame they had it bad. They were tired of her nonsense. So there was no way she was going to make that point without being dug inside the trenches. It's just my opinion, guys. It doesn't have to be taken seriously, but that's just what I think. I do think they need to cast Mabusi Gucci main. One thing about Mabusi, she will wear the Gucci. Mama. The mess with Jojo at the end, girl, Jojo, that was not a good look for you, baby. Yo. Like, why you scream? The main reason why I'm saying, like, she spoils, like, it's only spoiled people who be screaming their lungs out at people. It's like, yo, that's why Londi was like, That's why I'm saying Londi is for herself. She loves y'all, but she loves herself more. With the whole performance thing, the whole game drive, with the visitors having to travel. It's like, I love you, but I love me more, baby. Self-love and self-love. And I feel like Umabusi, like they were saying, that she did hotspots a certain hatred for Umam Kumalo. And I like the fact that she can also, like, level things out very quickly. But then at the end of the day, Mom K had enough of everyone's bullshit. Okay, Mom K was there, guns blazing. It's like, I'm gazing, I'm mona usatane onshi. I'm like, I knew it was personal, but then this is so deep. And it's so shocking when it comes from the sweetest people. So when the sweetest person is just mad, just know that babes, no, you messed up, hey? I was shocked. It was a revelation for me. I thought Mom K would have been like, no, it's fine. I know you don't feel me and that's it. But then, hey, the river is a little bit deeper. So, yeah, in all, I really think it works to their benefits to not actually hash out how incidences happen. So I am specifically talking about the Spring and Sprang and the whole incident with Annie and the Queen. As much as Annie's straightforward and, you know, she speaks what she feels, and she gets it out of her chest. Sometimes some things are just not warranted, you know. It's calling other people's mothers rude, you know. Like, I understand that it's benefiting the production and the team to actually have that bit of ruffling of feathers and drama, and not necessarily like just telling people no, that's not actually what she said. But then I'm happy that they figured that they were wrong. Yena no Londi. Do I feel like Londi was sucking up to Annie? I want to say yes, ne? Also with the whole deal of Annie not inviting Londi to her wedding, it's like, I'm your friend and I don't invite you to my wedding, but then I'm your friend and I don't tell you about my business. It's like, you know, Mama was really a friend here. So I wouldn't say she was psyching up to Annie. She was just being considerate of like the bond or whatever friendship that they have. And I feel like any day Londi can just be like, okay, no, bye-bye. Because like the way her and Lassie were like, yo, Lassie was really trying to redeem herself, but Londi was like, I know. But it got a little bit shady to a certain point. It's like, okay, I understand that you don't trust her anymore, but but yeah, just like my main characters this season was obviously Uno Mkuping the star of this season 2. And Annie, guys, Annie needs a standing ovation for just stringing things. Jojo gave us a little bit of drama. Mom K, unfortunately, Dramayako was very delayed, Mama. Dramayako was very delayed. The main reason that Ulasi, you know, the main reason that Ulasi no Mabusi were willing to deny and call Umam K a liar for saying she overheard them speaking just goes to show that actually Inkinga Gamabusi with Umam K is Ulasi. She did hotspot a certain hatred for Umam K because you judged her before even knowing her. So that is your fault. I'm faulting you for that, Miss Gucci Mane. And Jojo was a mess. And Jojo was a mess. Landi was a player. Landi, I would want to have Landi on my team. Landi is a team player, and just I'm glad that Unoko found some sort of closure. I'm not sure if Lissy should come back to the next season if she's not going to give us a little bit more of like her own personal life. I saw that she also has a show coming up, something like that. But yeah, it's like, if you're not going to give us anything, then Mama, you better walk, because we want to see more. Also, protect your family, put yourself first. And that is about it. So if you enjoyed it, give this video a big thumbs up and comment. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. I'm on the road of just going to 300 subscribers. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 by July. I don't know if I'm reaching, but then I'm literally gonna put in the work and the subscribers. So from me to you, peace.